And the Seminoles ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Alabama's offense that has the first possession of the game. And here comes Austin Mack. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Tight end now in motion. They'll go play action with Mack. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Left side is Rodgers. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Offside. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Give to the running back. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Mack. Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Motion from the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Tight end finds a soft spot. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Florida State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. There's the dangerous Deuce Robinson. He's going to get plenty of targets. In fact, this ought to be one of the better wide receiver matchups you'll see. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions.
We've got 2 receivers playing in this game, 2 of the best in the entire country.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Well, this team right now has got to be into some shell shock, right? I mean, you can't start any worse. Your defense allows a touchdown on the opening drive, and on your offensive first play, you throw a pick. You just got to take a deep breath right now. Everything is a tidal wave that you're trying to fight against. It's just going to take one good one to turn this thing around, but this is not the start they were hoping for.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Going to the run, it's Hill. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time, couple of plays into the end zone. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offensive line.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. They get to him as he throws. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Going to field this one in tight quarters. They'll get down and put a stop with the return at about the 28-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking for running room. They were all over it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The run inside. It's Hill. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Throwing, Mack. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Punt is on its way. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Quick give. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. 2nd and long here. Oh, he's got some space. He's in the plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
From the gun, it's Hill. Powers through the defender. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Austin Mack. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Sweet cut there. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Tells the run, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. It's dropped after taking the hit. Long way to go on second down. Give to the back. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Plows his way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And the Noles will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. See some running room. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Mack. Good timing on the quick out. Gets away from one. He's got space. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Looking downfield, it's Mack. Hauls it in, and they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback keep. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Could not make his way to the corner. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll run it on the counter. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Throwing, Mack. Finds his big tight end. Maybe a crease. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. They'll run him again. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. This offense has converted twice on third down on this drive. A third time would put them in the end zone. So the offense inches it a little closer with the help of the half the distance to the goal penalty. They want to dance their way in on third and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Alabama! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Joe.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to that half.
This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. Sets his feet. It's Daniels. Quick catch. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Noles racing to the line in the hurry-up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Rush is on. And it's a sack.
Well, through the offense, 2nd and short, you're trying to take a shot thinking if you don't get it, you'll just run. But the good news is you didn't lose that many yards. So still 3rd and very manageable. You got to do a better job protecting your quarterback.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Robinson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Finds his man on the RPO. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Floats it out in space. They've got him corralled. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery.
Makes a grab and room to run. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Sells to fake. Makes a grab. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Reels it in. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. They put the brakes on it. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll close the gap to 14.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the return, it's Jenkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Trying to establish the run. Got the first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Second and long here. Austin Mack throws to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Again, it's Mack. Pulls it in. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Daniels. Got his man. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Drops back on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Enough to move the chains. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He wants to take the top off. Upstairs, he's got it. Touchdown, Seminoles. Once he got some room, it was over.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look at Rutgers in their matchup against the number 12 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Scarlet Knights. Looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now over to your game at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got it behind the line. It's Lopez. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They're all over it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll give it on the counter. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Mack. Right side, it's Rodgers. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Still on his feet. Gets away from one, finds room. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. And the Seminoles want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game. Trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there. Being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield, it's Lopez. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job hitting their ears back and getting home.
The Seminoles decide to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Searching for space. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Throwing right. Makes the catch. It's Ford. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. On the ground, it's Hill. He breaks a tackle. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to move them on the counter. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Throws it off the RPO. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Rush right in his face. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And the Noles line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Might as well run him again. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Right down the middle. Hauls it in. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The Noles will have it 1st and 10. In the backfield, it's Robinson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. He'll keep it on 2nd down. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run pitch by this defense. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now it's third and goal. Pulls it. He'll pitch it. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And now it's a one-possession game.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Number 36, set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Nope. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throwing Mack. Timed it perfectly to not get free and forces the third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Running inside, it's Rodgers. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dan.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Off-play action. Out wide right, it's Robinson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Pushes ahead. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the ball comes to rest right there. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They give it back to him. And he's brought down after a short gain. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. The handoff. There he goes. He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a first down. first and Mack. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Long way to go on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. On the run, it's Hill. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Back to throw, it's Mack. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. They come through with the explosive play, and they'll have the first down, but we see a man who is slow to get up, and let's check on him. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Looking long. Makes the grab down the middle. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets us up and set up at the 27.
And man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll leave it with the lone back. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Right side, it's Rodgers. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. RPO complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Red Evan on the RPO. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Caught in the backfield, it's Lopez. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They just keep firing. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Handoff again. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Keeps it moving, it's Hill. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Got a little grass. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship. You wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you